Imagine a secret game being played behind the walls of the most famous throne in the world, a game so calculated, so ruthless, that it could shift the future of an empire overnight. King Charles, a man known for his patience and careful strategy, just made a move that's sending shockwaves through the monarchy. He took the crown, not the physical jewel, but the power, the influence, and handed it over, not to his wife, Camilla, as everyone expected, but to someone else, someone unexpected. And what's even more shocking? Camilla's last desperate demand, a request for her future security, was met with a cold, brutal rejection, no discussion, no debate, just a silent, calculated no. This isn't just palace politics, it's a carefully orchestrated plan that's been unfolding for years, hidden behind layers of tradition, secrecy, and distraction. So, what's really happening behind those palace walls? Who's pulling the strings? And who's about to be cast aside? Stay tuned, because what you're about to hear will change everything you thought you knew about the royal family. Let's rewind to a secret promise made years ago, back in 2005, when everyone was told Camilla wouldn't be queen. Just a princess consort, a figure of quiet dignity, kept in check by fear of public opinion. But as time passed, that promise was broken, discarded like a worn-out rule, because the truth is, in the game of power, promises are just temporary illusions. Fast forward to today, and Camilla, once the most hated woman in Britain, is suddenly crowned queen consort, an act that stunned everyone, especially after decades of hostility. But behind the glittering titles and lavish ceremonies, something darker was happening, something that most people missed. Sources reveal that inside the palace, Camilla was kept in the dark about plans for the future, cut out of the key decisions, her influence shrinking like a shadow in the night. Meanwhile, Catherine, young, vibrant, and seemingly harmless, was quietly building her own empire, one that could threaten the very foundation of the monarchy. Her secret weapon? Not just pretty smiles or charity work, but a strategic, relentless climb, bringing scientists, government officials, and real policy into her projects. And then, disaster struck. Catherine announced she had cancer. Suddenly, the world connected with her in a way they never did before, genuine, raw, heartbreaking, reminding everyone of Diana, of what real vulnerability looks like. And as she fought her own battle, the palace's entire future seemed to shift, quietly, inevitably, toward her. Meanwhile, Camilla watched, silent but furious, her influence slipping away like grains of sand slipping through her fingers. She demanded a written guarantee, proof that her role, her power, her legacy would remain intact. But the answer? A cold, uncompromising no. The palace told her, her influence was a fleeting thing, easily erased, easily replaced. And so, the Game of Thrones continued, with William and Catherine emerging as the new kings and queens of the public's heart. Charles is now betting everything on the future, on her vision, while Camilla is quietly pushed aside, her legacy fading into the shadows. This isn't just about titles or influence, this is about survival, about who rules the future of an empire built on secrets, sacrifices, and unseen battles. And in a world obsessed with the ghosts of the past, Diana's ghost still haunts these halls, reminding everyone that in the game of monarchy, nobody truly wins, until the last move is made. Stay with us, because the real story of the royal family is only just beginning.